Today I wanted to bring you a review and a little history lesson about the 1860 U.S. military Cavalry Saber. This sword was carried by many famous Civil War officers on both sides. This blade is 35 inches long. This is a reproduction made by Atlanta Cutlery, and they did a superb job. The markings are even pretty much authentic to a T, and I really applaud them for their for the level of detail in this sword. Because it's white steel, you pretty much have to oil it right after you touch it, or it will rust. And I've stored it in the plastic that it came with. Being 35 inches long, it's also really quite heavy, especially the pommel. Take a better look at the markings a little bit. Your average Civil War cavalryman stood 5'3" and weighed 130 pounds. I weigh 167 pounds and I'm 6 feet tall, so this is, for me, even quite difficult to maneuver with and move around with. So it's pretty impressive that they were able to handle it, but I guess you'd use more of a fist motion with it than an actual hacking style, just because of the overall weight of the sword. So I thought I'd bring you a look at that. Kind of a neat piece of history. It does come dull. It's not very sharp at all, from Atlanta Cutlery. They're selling it right now for $104 on Amazon.com. And again, they did an absolutely great job reproducing this. I may add a piece of leather here to prevent the pommel from banging into the sheath and denting it up. But absolutely awesome sword. A lot less expensive than buying an original one. Though today, with the tank and the economy, you can pick up an original Civil War saber pretty inexpensively. So definitely check these out if you're a Civil War history buff or a military history buff like I am. Also, a quick note while I'm oiling this up. Look out for fake sabers. If you're going to buy one, be really careful. There's a few things you need to look for if you're going to buy one. If anyone says that it is an authentic Confederate sword, there should be instantaneous red flags. Same thing goes if you're collecting anything that's supposedly, Nazi or, that kind of realm. So if somebody says it's authentic Confederate, they better have some damn well good documentation for it. You're going to pay a premium for it, which is mostly why people will market a lot of these as, having Confederate usage, even if it didn't. The other thing to look for is when looking at the blade. If the blade looks like mine, there's no nicks, there's nothing on it, it's probably fake. Simply because these were actually used in battle. They made contacts with other swords, especially this being a cavalry saber, or they, hit things and took nicks or people. So if there's no nicks, another red flag. Other than that, just be careful, because there's a lot of really good reproductions out there like this one that could definitely throw you off if somebody did some proper aging techniques to it.